So today we are here to discuss Peyton's literacy in reading, and we're here to discuss some different factors and some important things that I feel is necessary to discuss with you all to help improve Peyton's reading skills and just to help her along the way as she progresses through school and throughout life. I want to first start off by saying that Peyton's performances on these assessments that we gave her shows that she is capable and she has a strong will to push through and get to the right get on the right pace with literacy and comprehension. So, first off, I did start off by sending you all a letter to let you know the purpose and the value of the assessments that we give, such as the STAR test. Okay, it's important to know that these assessments are used to help determine student goals. It helps evaluate programs that we have here, and it determines accountability. So it's a tool for us to use to make sure that the things that we're doing, they're working in the classroom. It's a tool for us to see visually, hey, are the things that we're doing and the lessons that we're teaching and the different strategies we're implementing, are they working for these students? It gives us the opportunity to go back and reevaluate to see where we can improve to assist your child. And so I sent that letter out just to give parents a greater understanding of the purpose of the standardized testing and the assessments that we do for our students. Now, according to the STAR test, the results that you all shared with me, Peyton was at the approaches mark. The approaches level, it means that Peyton showed some knowledge of material, but did not show complete understanding of some of the important parts. So as an educator, for me, that lets me know that somewhere in the mix, we're kind of lacking with our comprehension. And with reading and literacy and putting it all together, we must have a great understanding of comprehension. Now, for me, it was important that I focused on three things that I felt would help Peyton improve in her reading comprehension, and that was summarizing, text feature, and of course, comprehension itself. Now, the summarizing part of it, that helps students understand what they have read in order to go back and apply it to when they are answering questions. So if students can get that summarizing down, they are able to go back and answer the questions about the story and pull from the passage to answer the questions about the story. Text features. So text features of the story. This assists with prior knowledge, making connections, and setting a purpose for the reading. So what I like to do is for the text features, I like to have the students go through and I like to have them look at the different text features in the passage and make a connection. Give me a one sentence, like make a connection with those text features. And then last, of course, comprehension. So we worked on generating questions about the text before, during, and after the reading. And this allows me to make sure that Peyton's understanding is there when it comes to reading the text, when it comes to basically understanding what she's reading. So basically, overall, Peyton's closed test. The closed test is basically and I can pull it up right here to show you all. Just give me a second. The closed test itself allows us to get a reading passage and take out words from the reading passage and try to see if the student can use the text and the context clues, to figure out the words that go into the spaces that are missing. Okay, give me one second. So during the closed test, like I said, we remove a certain number of words that the student then needs to fill in as they read through the passage. This test ultimately measures the student's comprehension. While reading, Peyton was able to understand what words to use based on the contextual evidence, and that was great. I really enjoyed doing that assessment with her. She's very smart, very knowledgeable. She did very great at making those connections and, oh, this word, and then repeating the sentence back to me and saying the sentence fully after she got the word correct. The next assessment that we did, we also went over sight words. Now, out of 51 sight words that I gave Peyton, she got 39 of them correct. So she was able to decode those words and pronounce those words correctly. And that's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome for her, that she was able to do that. Now, I want to touch on the overall performance of Peyton. I do believe that she has a great understanding of reading comprehension. I feel that Peyton is capable of, taking that next step and succeeding. The reading passages that we went through were fifth grade reading passages. So, of course, she's going to the fifth grade, and I wanted to expose that to her just a little bit just to see where she was, and she did great with my assistance. Now, sometimes students have a tendency to kind of, fall back a little bit when they have the responsibility of doing everything on their own, reading the passage, answering the questions, without the teacher there. While I was assisting her, Peyton did awesome. So I kind of feel like it could be maybe nervousness of the test or something like that. But in order to overcome that, I'm suggesting that we start focusing with Peyton on, reading outside of the classroom. In the observation and the questions I did at the beginning of the case study, she says she liked reading, but she doesn't really do it much at home, only just in school. So I feel that maybe if we could step out of our comfort zone, get her a couple of chapter books and get her reading on different levels, that would help improve her reading comprehension. Another great thing is after she reads those books, let's do a book summary. So I can easily print up some book summary pages for you. That way you can have them at home. And after she reads this, a novel, a chapter book, she can go through and she can complete a book summary to help gain a better understanding of what she was reading. I do think that this will be beneficial to Peyton because it's going to require her to go back, to recall those facts, to think about questions, the before, the during, and the after. It's going to challenge her to make connections with the reading. It's going to challenge her to, activate her prior knowledge, to understand the reading. It's going to really work in her benefit if we all work together and, like I said, outside of the classroom and at home, get her reading, get her more comfortable with it. So when she does take this STAR test, she is able to go in there and knock it out like the rock star that she is. Let me check and see if there's anything else that we need to discuss. All right, Mom and Dad, I actually think that's it. Like I said, just continue to work with Peyton, and we will continue to work with her as educators. And I am sure that once we get these habits changed of reading outside of the classroom, we will definitely be beyond the approaches level for our STAR assessment. Thank you, parents.